Hello all, and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I am dubbing the not feeling so great beer review. Yeah, so it's hot and humid. It's almost 6 o'clock. Well, it's just past 5:30, anyways. But yeah, bit of a sore throat, back problems, making it hard to sleep along with the heat. So a little bit sleep deprived. So we're gonna have this beer. Probably just try to relax the rest of the night. Did some chores. That was good. Had the energy to do that. Yeah, so I'm not feeling too lucky, but maybe that will turn around because tonight we are reviewing Lucky Cat, of course, from Kizakura Brewing Company. And this one is the bottle. I don't have the can here, but it says, Lucky Brew is your friend that always brings good luck. And God knows I need some good luck right now. I've just been having a run of bad luck for like years already. I don't think I've had like good luck in maybe, I guess a couple years maybe. Yeah. But yeah. This is a wit beer. This is 5.0 ABV. The bottle doesn't have as much verbiage as the can does, but looking at the thing, it says here, refreshing citrus flavor of yuzu with Japanese traditional Sansho pepper. Now, I've probably had Sansho pepper before. I don't remember it. If I remember correctly, it's a Japanese pepper that's actually not all that spicy. It's got more of a vegetal taste. You can kind of correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think that's what it is. So yeah, let's just get straight to this. Going to be pouring it into the Belgian glass. And yeah, let's go and pull tab this. Oh, that's a nice little noise there. Hopefully this humidity doesn't go and screw up the nose too much, you know? My bad pouring skills doesn't screw it up though. Okay. So, a cloudy golden yellow, but you can still see through it with a thick, fluffy white head. White off-white, really. Oh wow, it's really dominated by the Sansho, followed by the Yuzu. So you got a spicy vegetal note to it. Slightly reminiscent of sweet cut grass. Underneath that, um, a bright citrus that is distinctly not grapefruit, lemon, or orange. It's very bright. I'm not getting too much of the malts or the yeast here. For wit beer, you would expect to get a little bit of, you know, that Belgian yeast and wheat and funk here, but it is really all about the adjuncts here in the nose. So peppery, vegetal, grassy, and bright citrus. Okay, and the heads are kind of receding quickly, interestingly enough. Okay, onto the palate now, shall we? My, that's odd. So up front, kind of dominated by that Sansho pepper. Sort of bitter green taste that lasts in the finish. Kind of merges with the hop bitterness, but is stronger than the hop bitterness. The hop bitterness is playing, second chair there. Peppery note is very dominant in the top note. Finish has a slight lemoniness to it, more lemony than yuzu. Mids are kind of dominated by that combination of hop bitterness and Sansho green bitterness. Maybe some slight notes of clove in the mids. It almost has like while it doesn't have much of that clove flavor aromaticness because of the pepper, it almost has that clove numbing sensation on the palate, right on the tip of the tongue. It is really hard to sense any of the, you know, malts here. And the Sansho, the bitterness that it lends to it, it's kind of astringent in the finish there. Much more astringent than hops that has a sort of roundness to them. I have a feeling that it's going to, well, I'm kind of drinking this fast, but if it warmed up, it would really, that astringent kind of green note would, you know, become almost overpowering. And really, what you're left with is, a white ale, a wit beer that has no aspect of like a white ale or wit beer. I don't taste any real wheat and funk to this. I mean, whatever yeast aspects are minimal at the most. It is just heavily dominated by the adjuncts, and in particular, the Sansho pepper. And the choice of Sansho peppers is just odd to me. It's not very reminiscent of coriander to me, if you understand what I'm saying there. Um, Coriander is, well, I think for some people, depending on your sensitivity to it, for some people it comes off as incredibly soapy. But for me, it kind of comes across as delicate, whereas this one is coming across as um, a vegetable sledgehammer, as it were. I mean, I'm kind of glad at least I get a little bit of that yuzu citrus flavor there. Actually, as it warms up, it's actually becoming a little bit, this the yuzu is starting to shine a little bit more, so it's improving somewhat, but still not to the point where I would seek this out again. Um, yeah, this is this isn't for me. I mean, it's very odd and unique. I'll give it that. I kind of wish they used maybe a lighter hand on that Sansho adjunct there, and you know whatever it would take to go and boost up the aromatic aspects of the yeast. You're just kind of left with a fairly odd beer that's neither here nor there by any sort of classification. It tastes like some sort of beer that you would make where you replace the hops with something else entirely. I mean, maybe if you love Sansho pepper, I've never met anyone who's like madly in love with Sansho pepper. This will be right up your alley and you won't be able to get enough of it. But for me, I was hoping for something beer flavored, and I'm kind of disappointed, honestly. So, Lucky Cat. Well, I kind of wasn't lucky. Have to say, um, the Lucky Chicken was the strongest one for me of this Lucky line. I haven't seen the Lucky Dragon. I might try a different store in Kailua that sell, there's a new store that opened up that mostly sells Asian imports. And I've heard that they sell beer there, so I'm going to go and visit there eventually. And I'm going to see if I can find Lucky Dragon, which is the last member of the Lucky line from Kizakura, and review that. As for this one, this is probably the weakest one I've tried as of yet. Go try the Lucky Chicken instead. Well, if you like, beer-flavored beer anyways. And that, folks, is your beer review for this afternoon, evening. Cheers.